You just got into real estate and you expect to go from a young Padawan to a full-fledged Jedi Knight overnight. You hit the road, knocking on doors, taking down names, and kicking ass. You finally get a homeowner to agree to sell you their home.
Yes!
You're so excited you got a yes that confirmation bias creeps in and your comparables are jacked up because you want the deal to work. You know in the back of your head that this isn't right, but
Honey Badger don't care. Honey Badger don't give a shit.
You convince yourself you'll make it work. The problem is you bought the most expensive home in the neighborhood in this new housing development that's not producing income. In fact, it has negative cash flow and you end up losing thousands.
No!
What if, right before you made that fateful decision, you happened to come across a video that some absolutely awesome people made that detailed the 8 worst types of real estate to invest in, and it deterred you from making that fateful decision? Well, keep watching. What's up, everybody? I'm Sean McMurray, co-host of BPM REIA Online, and this is Mr. $250 million in real estate transactions, my mentor, my good friend, president and owner of BPM REIA, Anish Dave.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Anish Dave, president of BPM, your favorite South Florida investor. Good to see you guys, man.
So I saw this article on Yahoo Finance to discuss the 8 worst types of real estate to invest in, and it just reminded me of my young Padawan days of real estate. I was so motivated and eager to get a deal that, despite possessing overwhelming data that this was a bad deal, that part of my brain tasked with making educated, informed decisions felt like Randy Savage shaking hands with Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah!
Hulk Hogan being the part of my brain responsible for irrational decisions based upon no fact at all. Thankfully, I have an Anish to tell me no. Bad deal. Bad deal. So if you only get one thing from this video at the end of it, make sure you get an Anish. Ain't that right, Anish?
Absolutely. I could be everywhere you need to be.
All right, folks, hopefully this list saves you a ton of heartache and money. This is 8 worst types of real estate to invest in.
So, you know what? I hate real estate that does not produce income. Kind of reminds me, my wife, she doesn't really produce much income right now. So, I think I'll be in trouble a little bit later. So keep this video to yourself and don't share.
Okay, yeah, Anish, you're totally gonna be in the doghouse for that one, but related to properties that don't produce income are properties that cost more to maintain than what it brings in. Run the numbers and make sure they make sense. No point on wishing on a star that one day you'll turn a profit. Run the numbers and have faith in them. If you have an Anish, he can help guide you and make sure you don't lose your pants on the deal.
You know what? I watched all those shows too. I want an extravagant house. You know, one of those castles with a moat. Maybe have some koi fish around. That's not what you want. Extravagant does not mean good money or investment.
Buying a home that is too expensive is another type of property you want to stay away from. This might seem obvious, but according to a Lending Club survey, 64% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Your first inclination is that this is a problem of low-income families. On the contrary, this is a problem at any income level. Whether the situation is you aren't managing your money properly or inflation and economic factors have hindered you financially, the same methodology applies. Buy a home you can afford. The general rule of thumb is a household shouldn't spend more than 30% of its gross monthly income on total household expenses.
Yep, so your next investment is getting into a housing development. It always sounds great on paper. The renderings are beautiful. They promise you, you know, a bar, pool man, you know, fresh towels, massages. No, I'm only kidding. Many developers overpromise on these planned neighborhoods. You don't want to be caught with your pants down when you think you're getting all these amenities. You want to make sure the product is finished and you're moved in.
Buying real estate solely for the purpose of appreciation reminds me of the bull run we've had in the stock market and in cryptos for the past couple of years. I mean, people were YOLOing into this crypto and that random stock based upon no fundamentals at all. And the crazy thing, they were making millions. Kids would hit a big payday, launch a TikTok, and become investment gurus commanding thousands of followers. You see, the problem with this thought process is when times are great, they are great. But as soon as the market takes a downturn, the same gambler's logic they used to make millions is now the reason they've lost it all. Don't YOLO into real estate. Make your decision based upon fundamentals.
So sometimes you go on those free vacations. Yeah, they're not free. It's a timeshare. You think you're gonna hang out in Orlando, enjoy the festivities, and lo and behold, you got about 2 hours into a pitch fest. Guess what? The timeshares, you don't actually own the properties. Many times you can only use it for a week or two, and good luck ever trying to sell it or use it in another location that you really want to be at. Timeshares, negative about timeshares, guys. Don't do it.
Number 8 on the list of worst real estate to invest in: do not buy the nicest house in the neighborhood. We all like nice things and we all want the best. I get it. The problem arises when it comes time to sell. If the rest of the block comprised of your future comparables have not caught up, they will weigh your home price down. You also must think the neighborhood is almost as important as the house. People want to get into a nice, safe neighborhood with great schools. Why would they pay top dollar when they have a plethora of cheaper options? Stay away. All right, there you go. The 8 worst types of real estate to invest in. Stay away from these properties like the plague. Before you go anywhere, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. We need help with that algorithm. Like the video, comment, and share the hell out of this video. Anish, over to you for final words.
Yeah, again, real estate is very profitable if you know what you're doing. You know, not every kind of real estate is profitable. And we just went over 8 different kinds of real estate that could really put a hole in your pocket. It could probably hurt your drinking budget and your party budget too. So
I'm Sean McMurray.
I'm Anish Dave.
And we are BPM REIA. All right, if you didn't know, I used to rap back in the day. I was all right, but obviously I didn't quit my day job. Let me embarrass myself. Cringe with me a little bit, all right? Check it. These are 8 properties that you really shouldn't invest in. It's a blessing. You had the opportunity to learn the lesson. Show discretion. If you even think about it, just stop. Always stay away from properties that don't produce guap. Even worse, this could be obstructive to your health, bro. Buying up a property with negative cash flow. Too extravagant? All right, I'm just kidding. I'm not about to wrap the whole video. Now that I've thoroughly embarrassed myself, subscribe, y'all. And we're out.